Hey there, it's Rick Janson, Realtor at eXp Realty, and I am here to show you how to fill out an application and apply as an agent with eXp. Let's get started. So let's go to richardjanson.exprealty.careers, and we're going to apply as an agent. So here we go. I am going to make up a name here, and just for the sake of example, but you're going to enter your name. I'm going to put in my Google Office number here because I am already an agent. And I'm going to put in an email address that I actually have. And then we're going to click sign up. Now, when you hit sign up, it's going to say, thank you for applying with us. We just sent an email to you. Look for that email and follow the instructions. Once your account is set up, come back in and log on to complete your eXp Realty application. So let's go and find that email and see how this plays out. All right, excellent. So it took about a minute or two, but I received an activation email. This came from no-reply@exprealty.com. So if you don't find it in your inbox, do search your spam for that. But for me, on Gmail, it came right into the primary account. So that was fantastic. So as you read through the instructions here, it tells you how to sign into eXp World. It gives you some support links, but right here, what we're going to do first is we're going to log into our guest account here. And I'm going to go to Join App and click on this link. Drag it out here so that it's dominant. And I need to actually now replace my normal email with this one and the password. I'm going to sign in, and it's going to do SMS authentication. So it sent a single-use code to my mobile phone to make sure this is really me. All right, so I had to use my wife's cell phone number because I already have an account, but she got a text message that said eXp passport verification code. So we entered it in here, and now we're going to verify that, and we're going to go forward with the app. So here we go. Please sign in below. Welcome to eXp Ricky. Choose a forgot password. So I'm going to, first stuffed animal. I'm going to give it away to you guys. Green eyes. I had a Black Panther. It had green eyes. I was really creative as a kid. This part's optional. So I am going to create my account. And here we go. It says welcome back. So we go down here, complete EXP application and sign ICA. So I'm going to go right through here, and we're just going to start firing away, filling in some information. So I'm going to put in this. You guys can learn where I live. I wonder if I can skip. No, the stars probably MJ wife. All right, so have you ever been associated with eXp Realty in the past? No. Do we have your permission to send you updates and reminders via text message? Yes. And terms and conditions, I acknowledge, save, and continue. So now we're on to sponsor information. And a sponsor is the person who has been most influential in helping you make a decision to join eXp Realty. Now, if you have come across this video and do not have a sponsor, you can just skip through this. Over 500 people a month right now are joining eXp without a sponsor. Personally, I think that's doing yourself a tremendous disservice because a sponsor is someone who has a financial incentive in helping see you succeed. When you join with Richard Janson, me, as your sponsor, you have a very good upline of sponsors that have a financial incentive to see you succeed. This includes one of the best coaches, real estate coaches in the entire country, one of the most successful people, three actually, of the most successful people in all of eXp will be your sponsors when you list me as a sponsor. So I'm going to go through here right now and just list me as a sponsor, and let's see how that goes. So sponsorship explained right here. I have viewed the video. I wish to name a specific person as my sponsor. So I'm going to put in Richard Janson here. And the state, what you could do one of the following, but we're going to put in Colorado and find sponsor. This is me, Richard Janson at exprealty.com. I'm going to select Richard Janson as my sponsor. Then it's going to say, are you sure? I'm going to click yes. Save and continue. Now, it says there's problems. I have to acknowledge this, right? So click on that. Boom. Your acknowledgement of the sponsor rules and program have been logged. I check here, Richard Janson, Colorado. It's found the sponsor. Yes, and save and continue. So how long have you been licensed? Brand new agent, or you've been less than a year, more than 1 year. The state and province, I'm going to put in that I'm in Colorado because I am. And if I'm brand new, NA. Select your MLS from the drop-down list here. I know in Colorado, in the 7-county area, it's RE Colorado. Or if your primary MLS is not listed, check this box and eXp will help get your MLS added. Sales transactions, 0. Rental transactions, 0. And I don't have a NERDS number yet because I'm a brand new agent. So it says optional, I'm going to leave it blank. Now when you do join eXp, you are going to have to join your local association of realtors, which also joins the National Association of Realtors, and that is going to be a good thing. So are you licensed in another state or province? I'm going to click no and save and continue. If you are licensed in 2, 3, 6, 10 states, you can put all your license number information there. So is your business primarily residential? I'm going to say yes. Are you a broker owner? Yes. Then this brings up brokerage details. If you're an independent broker, this is where you put that in, including your city, state, and province. I'm going to click no because my example here is a brand new agent. Do you own interest in another brokerage? If we click yes here, that's going to trigger another set of information. Will you be joining eXp as an individual or a team? Now, if you're joining with me, you most likely are joining as an individual, but you might be a team lead bringing on a whole number of teams. So are you a team member or team leader? And then you're going to say how many people are on your team's name, and your team details. Here I would put in your agent names and license numbers just so we can track it better on that end. But for the time being, now that we've seen that, I'm going to go back and click individual. Have you ever had your license suspended? If you have, then click yes. If you haven't, click no. Have you ever had a registered complaint? If you have, click yes. If you haven't, click no. And what zip codes do you serve? This is something that you can change later, and it's purely to build out your profile. Right now, just put the zip code of where you live, and we'll go back in to your KV Core profile and your EXP profile, and we'll flush this out. Now we're going to click Save and Continue. Desired license transfer date. I'm glad this came up. So typically on this, I put maybe 7 days out. You know, if you're an experienced agent, 7 days out, because this gives you time to kind of clean up your affairs, and you can always transfer it tomorrow or today. So click here, and today is August 29th, so I'm going to click that I want to transfer my license on the 31st. Why? Because momentum matters, and I really want to get going licensed with eXp. I'm going to click Save and Continue, and now we've gone through personal, sponsor, license, experience. Now we're on to financial. So we're going to enter our social security number, and then would you like to be paid through a company? So if you're an experienced agent, and if your financial advisor has told you to create an S Corp or an LLC in the past and you have one, this is where you'd put that in. And then your company can be recognized and approved by your state's real estate commission to receive commissions, yes or no. You can put in your TIN, your tax identification number. This is all based off of some professional, financial licensed professional coaching you to do this. I am not one, so for right now, I'm going to click no. Would you like to provide an alternative billing address? Yes or no? And how would you like to pay your initial fee? So your initial fee with eXp is at this time of this filming is $149. With this, you get some presentation folders, you get about 1,000 business cards, and I highly recommend upgrading to the extra thick luster finish with round corners. It's about a $100 upgrade, but man, these really make an impression when you give them to somebody. How would you like to do your initial fee? You can do credit card or checking account. And your recurring monthly fee of $85, I want to point out that this includes KV Core, your IDX website, your SkySlope membership. Now, when I price out these three things, it was about $6,000 a year for me to be able to provide that to me, and then a $6,000 a year for each of my agents as well. To get this, plus over 50 hours a week of live education for just $85 a month, that is insanely a good idea. So let me back up a step though, because I see that I skipped one of the most important parts of the application in my mind, which is the agent equity program. This allows you to buy, at the time of this filming, it allows you to allocate up to 5% of your gross commission income to buy stock at 10% off. Let me say that again and pause, because that allows you to say, I would like to buy $10 for $9. Now, if you could just add $1 for every $9 in your commission check, how many times did you do that? Every single time. Whether you click yes or no, you can change this in the future. I highly recommend clicking yes. So name on your income tax, your federal tax classification. For most people, this is just going to be an individual. And then we're going to do the Social Security there. This applies to entities, not individuals. So whether that applies or not, you can do that. I'm going to just click use provided address. Requester's name and address. This is if you are an agent acting on behalf of a corporation or an LLC. So you can skip this for most people, and it does say optional. So bank name, I'm going to say this is business and checking, and I'm going to put in routing number and account number, and then we're going to click save and continue. So this is a financial confirmation. This lists all of my decisions that I've made, right? I'm going to double check that, click save and continue. Now you're almost there. The last step is to complete your independent contractor agreement. They've provided the fields for you. All we have to do is sign and provide payment information for my fees. So as we go through this, and again, this is something you can quickly sign, print off, highlight, red mark, red line, red pen, whatever you want to do, and then call me at 303-589-2320. I will walk you through every line of the ICA. Historically, I was an attorney with an MBA in marketing. I totally get this and understand this. But for the purposes of signing it right now, I'm going to kind of just smoke through it. You can read this on your own time. I'll provide a copy of it that you can read at some other time. You can sign it when you're going through your application, print it, read it, because you're transferred to EXP. I want to repeat this. Nobody knows it until you actually transfer with your Department of Regulatory Agencies. Until you actually hang your license and assign your license with the Department of Regulatory Agencies at your local state level, nobody knows that you've done all this. Nobody but a couple of employees at EXP. And we have over 400 full-time employees working in the cloud, but nobody knows. Not your local competition, not your team lead, not your managing broker, not the people under you as an employing broker. Nobody knows. So this is totally risk-free to fill out an application. So I'm going to click Get Started and click to sign. I'm going to type it in and change my font to something fun, jazzy. There we go. Insert everywhere. Now this is going to insert it everywhere, right? So I'm going to click Next. I'm going to put in my debit and credit card number and the 3-digit code on the back and all of this information. And Denver, name on account, I'm going to just kind of fill all these in as dummy accounts here. I've completed all the required fields. Now I can just click continue. So if you want to, and you want to scroll down and see all this stuff, this is where your Social Security is auto-populated in the W-9 form, and you can scroll down and read through all of that. And this is the direct deposit. This allows me to get paid. That is an awesome thing. And so you can read through all this. I'm going to click continue to see what happens. So I agree to legally be bound by this document, and I'm going to get something from Hello Sign because that's the service that we use to sign this. I'm going to click I agree, and they're finalizing the document. It has now been submitted. So at this point, what happens? I can click back to eXp Realty as an applicant, and then back on the exprealty.com site. Not a whole lot I can do here. So more useful is I'm going to go to explore.exprealty.com. Whoop. Bam. Because I'm going to guide you here because this actually gives you practical, tactical information on getting started with EXP through the EXP Corporate Explore Guide. This gives you a welcome statement, talks about our mission and core values. This is how to get started, a checklist of the top 7 things to do right now. It talks about our technology and access to enterprise. It allows you to explore our community, our marketing, our university, talk to you about agent attraction, really clarifies and dives deep on the business model, right? So if you're going to become an expert, the top 7 things to do, you go right here and bam, you're going to install eXp World. It's one of the first things you want to do. And then attend orientation. These 2 things I would do right away. And now secondly, I'm going to give you a little inside tip. If you go to YouTube and Google Top Cloud Agents, that is my personal channel for getting you access to really powerful training videos. And if you go to the playlist section here, I have created an eXp onboarding playlist, which gives you step-by-step things to get going in eXp. We are also going to have one of our full-time concierge in the Libertas group of eXp reach out to you and give you a personal tour of eXp World, help you download the world, give you an orientation of the technology, introduce you to the timing of our training calls for real estate, for agent attraction. There is just so much we provide you, and eXp provides you. Then we provide on top of that I highly want to encourage you to name Richard Janson in Colorado as your sponsor if you do not already have someone who has been more influential for your decision making. Hey, thank you so much. God bless you, and I wish you luck with your eXp career. Reach out anytime, 303-589-2320. All right, little side tip here. So as a sponsor, what you're going to receive is a really exciting email. You're going to receive a new applicant has named you as a sponsor. Our eXp family is growing, and Ricky Janson, me as a child, has named you as a sponsor. This is great stuff, and as a sponsor, reach out, congratulate your applicant, forward them to the eXp training, to my training at Top Cloud Agents. Put them in touch with the onboarding concierge within the Libertas group, and reach out to me at 303-589-2320. Quick side note, as an applicant, I received a message that says, your application has been successfully submitted to eXp Realty. That is your confirmation via the cell phone that you submitted in your application that your application is complete. So as a new applicant, we're going to dive back into the tech and see what happens with your application. So we're going to go to the join checklist here and see what to expect. This is eXp's standard onboarding process, and this is so cool. So you're going to submit your joining application and your ICA. We just went over that. And again, if you have a sponsor, someone who's been influential in making your decision, please, we are all about honoring that. But if you have never been introduced to eXp by anybody, by all means, Richard Janson in Colorado. So we've completed the application and the ICA. That's going to be reviewed by the eXp internal teams. You're going to get an email with a subject line saying copy of your Independent Contractor Agreement. Then you're going to receive an email titled subject license transfer process. This is obviously different state by state. So you're going to want to follow through that. And then you're going to transfer your license, and your eXp passport will be active. Then we're going to set up your new eXp email alias. This is awesome. This allows you to activate your eXp Realty email address and officially be active with eXp. Then you're going to get a welcome email, a SkySlope email, and a business card email. Your business card allows you to get those business cards. Remember, I suggested extra thick, luster finish, rounded corners makes a big difference. So sometimes we can do this in one day. Other times it's going to take a little while. It just depends upon how many applicants eXp has at any given time. So if you need to reach out to the agent transition team, here is some information on how to do that. Also, you can reach out to agent onboarding. You can reach out to team services, and you can reach out to your state's managing broker. This is a sample ICA, and you can download this right here and go through the terms if you want prior to signing an ICA with eXp so that you know everything that you're going to be signing. Hey, thanks so much. Look forward to the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.